64 mysterious movies, 6 panelists, 1 bracket. All the puzzle pieces laid out on the floor. But we need your help. We can't do it alone. Tonight, perhaps you can help solve a mystery.
Round 1, fight!
Hey, welcome. And what you guys didn't know that we had Robert Stack here tonight, helping me co-host the show tonight. So he'll be here in a minute. But right now, we are here to introduce the show. We got 64 mystery movies from a mystery wheel. Mr. Malcolm Lay was kind enough to spin the wheel with me 64 times on Saturday. So we came up with mostly movies from all of our favorites. There's a few movies in there that other people threw in there just for fun. We got a mix of a few different things. Mostly favorites, a few kind of like new releases, maybe ones we don't like so much. It's a mixed bag, but we always have fun with these episodes because there's not really anything too serious of a topic tonight. So we have some fun. We do a little bit of blind voting in the first round, which you'll see here in a minute, and then we just vote for some of our favorites or for whatever reason we want to vote for them. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson. And I want to just have a little point of order. I want to pay homage to the late, great Donald Sutherland, who passed away this weekend. A little tribute from his son, Kiefer Sutherland. I just wanted to read that because I think that was a really cool tribute. But he said, with a heavy heart, I tell you that my father, Donald Sutherland, has passed away. And I personally think one of the most important actors in history of film, never daunted by a role, good, bad, or ugly. He loved what he did and did what he loved, and one can never ask for more than that. A life well lived. And yeah, I second that. And yeah, Donald Sutherland, he was a legend. We decided to do a little to pull a little audible for Wheel of Movies this week, and we're going to be covering actually instead of the one that we spun, which was Godfather Part 3, we'll push that to the next time. And then we're going to do Invasion of the Body Snatchers because I know Austin, my co-host, he's a big fan of that movie starring Donald Sutherland.
Just a little.
Yeah.
It's only my favorite horror movie of all time that I literally, this is no joke, coincidentally was watching with my girlfriend the night before we got the news that he passed away. It's a weird coincidence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was showing it to her for the first time. So that movie rules. He's great in it. Wheel of Movies is a place where we've done this before, where if it's something that's already on the wheel, obviously, that we can pay tribute to somebody, which we can do because it's on my 128, obviously, and my favorite horror film. We can pay tribute to somebody on Wheel of Movies and do a deep dive on one of their movies. So,
we've done it before. So we did it when William Friedkin passed away. We've done it for a few others.
We did it for Paul Rubens for Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I mean, we've done it a couple of times. So that seems like an appropriate place where we can just dive into like a little tribute episode. And we'll still do Godfather 3. We're just going to push it to the one 2 weeks after that. So we'll just postpone it a little bit. And then, we're going to do a little 7 Invasion of the Body Snatchers this week.
But since I won't be there, I was just going to mention a few of mine favorite roles from Donald Sutherland because, believe it or not, if you go into IMDb, he's had 440 movie and TV roles and like different appearances on different things, and it's crazy. He was a legend. So some of my favorite ones, I mean, he was in MASH. He played Hawkeye. Of course, he was in The Hunger Games, Invasion of the Body Snatchers that we mentioned, Ordinary People. He was in National Lampoon's Animal House, and is great in that. The Dirty Dozen. He had a small role in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and also Ad Astra are a couple of my favorites. But yeah,
JFK as Mr.
Yeah.
X.
Yeah, but the list goes on and on and on. So yeah, rest in peace to a living legend, or I guess not living anymore, sadly, but to a legend that lives in our hearts. So we'll say that. But we have a mystery tournament to get to. So welcome, Austin. To the show.
Yeah, no, we just wanted to kind of announce that little pivot. That'll be this upcoming Thursday before Lonely Mark. So it'll be about 8:30 Eastern time. So we'll be doing that and pivoting to Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So we'll pay tribute to Mr. Sutherland. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, tonight we got some mystery stuff to get to, and I like a little anarchy on these episodes. So maybe some will emerge. We'll see. These are kind of more loosey goosey episodes that we can have a little fun with. So since there's no real theme.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce our panel for tonight. We have joining us. We also have Mr. Brian Nussbaum.
Yeah,
hey, Brian.
RP the Great Canadian Legend, also legend there, and curious what it comes up today for the voting, because we have anarchy, we have some great choices come up. We never know. It's a mystery. Tune in to find out.
Yeah, but we also have joining us. We have Zach Shelton.
Hey there. Again, just looking to have some fun, and this first round should definitely be that. So,
right.
Oh yeah. Yep. Always a good time with the blind voting and all that. But we also have joining us. We have Jacob Cameron.
Let's go, Jacob.
I don't know how controversial this is going to be, but I've always enjoyed Space Cowboys. Sutherland was in that.
It's a fun movie. I don't mind it. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
But it's great to be here. It has been a minute since I've been on anything movie hero network related, and I'm glad to be back.
Yeah. Glad to have us back. And then last but certainly not least, I called him up because a lot of his movies, funny enough, got spun. We have Dan Skip Allen.
Yeah, I'm in the dark over here. I don't know what's going on with these lights. I'm in the shadows over here, but maybe shadows of invasion.
Hello, darkness, casual friend.
I'm trying to hide from being a pod person or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
He's just lurking in the shadows.
I'm trying to stay away from those pod people. No, I love that. I'm glad that you grabbed me on this one. If there's a lot of mine on here, it's going to be pretty good for me, but I don't know about all these other guys.
Well, we'll see, because we have a way that the first round works now. So with these mystery turns, just to spice it up, it's something we decided to do with these mystery tournaments. Just since it's a lot of movies that we cover, a good amount of, on these mystery tournaments. Sometimes a lot of the movies get spun a lot. What we do now is we take a little twist that I did with some of my birthday tournaments, and we're applying them to the mystery tournaments just to mix it up a little bit. So just to maybe give some other movies a chance that sometimes maybe wouldn't get out of the first round. So what we're going to do is once I bring up the bracket here, which I will do, you'll see I will keep it in the dark. So what I'm going to do is, Jordan, I'm going to switch you just for a second. I'm going to kind of take reins just on this part of the show, because I know the bracket. I know the matchups. So I don't want to sway anybody's voting. And what we're going to do is, these initial 32 opening round matchups are all going to be in the dark. You guys are just going to go up and down, and you are either just going to say A or B. A for the top one, B for the bottom one, and we will see what makes it through. And then from there, we will get back to sort of standard voting once all the matchups are set, because this is what we do just to kind of mix it up a little bit, create a little anarchy, have a little fun, and we'll see what goes through. So it'll be just like we do regular voting. We'll start with Dan, go up and down the ladder. Everybody will say A or B. I'll reveal the matchup, scoot it over, scoot the kind of view back over, go down to the next match, and so on and so forth, all throughout the whole thing. And then, we'll still rotate the order, and then we'll get back, like I said, to regular voting once all that is complete. But I do not want to either sway the voting, and also this way there's no ties. So we just go.
So you're not voting this round, right?
Yeah. What's that? I'm just not voting. I'm just not voting this round. So once the opening round is done, then I'll rejoin the voting. But just as to not sway, because I know the matchups. So that's how we're gonna do it. So is everybody ready to have a little fun and see what happens?
Yeah,
it's a good time. So and it's fun to see kind of the reveal. So might be a little chaos. We'll see what happens. So let me write my order down here so I know, so I can just look at the other screen here. So Dan, Jacob, Zach, Brian, Brian, 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 Jacob, Zach, Bri Brian, and Jordan. All right, so I'm going to scroll to the other screen here. So we'll start with Dan, A or B?
Well, my last name begins with an A, so I'm going to go with A.
A, all right. Jacob?
I'm gonna go B because why not?
All right. Zach?
B.
B. Brian?
My first letter starts with the letter voice for B.
B. And Jordan?
Well, my last name starts with A, so let's do A.
All right, but it's 3-2 for B, so it'll be the bottom one, and that will be Chasing Amy over Employee of the Month.
Man.
I was talking
All right.
I'm a big Employee of the Month fan.
All right, so that is our first match. I'll scroll it back over. We'll scroll it back down. All right, and again, so we know the pool of movies. You know, Jordan and Malcolm did the pool of movies, so the pool of movies is there, but just obviously the ordering is random. I put them all on a wheel. You know, just kick them all in there. So we'll see what happens. Jacob, A or B?
Let's go B again.
B. All right, Zach.
A.
A. Brian.
I'll go A this time.
Okay, Jordan.
And I'll stick with A.
A. And Dan.
I'm going to go with A as well.
All right, 4-1 for A, which will be Wonder over Lock.
Oh, man. That's a bit of an upset.
All right. Well, that's how you can have upsets in here, as you know, if you don't know what you're voting for. So it gives those movies a chance.
Wonder's not totally bad, though.
And Wonder's a great family movie, too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk about it when we get back to it in the regular voting, obviously. Zach, A or B?
A.
Okay. All right. Brian?
B.
B. Jordan?
I'll go B.
B. Dan?
I'm sticking with A.
A. All right. Comes down to you, Mr. Cameron.
Let's go A.
A. All right. So it'll be the top one for A, which will be this time Man of Steel over Rush Hour 2.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
I stand by that decision.
Okay. There you go. All right. We'll see how you guys react to each of these. We'll scroll on down. Another matchup. All right. This time we'll start with Brian.
B.
B. All right. Jordan.
I'll go back to A.
Okay. Dan.
A.
A. Jacob.
Let's go A again.
A. And Zach.
A.
All right. It's going to be 4-1 for A once again. Top one will be D3 over Face Off.
Oh, no!
D3 the Mighty Ducks over Face Off. So there we go. All right. I'm sure Jordan's happy about that. All right.
That sucks.
All right.
What a twist.
What a twist. What a twist. All right. A little fun there. Jordan, you're muted, by the way. We can't hear you.
Oh, I just said I got 3 or 4 Mighty Ducks.
I was saying,
back there.
I had to scroll back over because I figured you'd say something, but I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you didn't get to hear me quack. I was going quack, quack,
Yeah,
quack.
Okay. Jordan, you're up first.
Let's go A.
Okay. Dan.
A.
A. Jacob.
I'm going back to B.
B. Okay. Zach.
B.
Okay. It comes down to you, Brian.
B.
Okay. It'll be B this time. So going to the bottom. So this time it'll be Cool Runnings
Yes,
over
let's
Let
go
the
with
Right
these
One
family
In.
movies.
Oh,
Yes.
All right.
All these family movies tonight.
Got a lot of family movies so
Love.
far going through. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Runnings.
John Marr dislikes this.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right. Going down to next up will be Dan. A or B?
A.
A. Jacob.
Let's go back to A.
A. Okay. Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
I'll go B this time.
Okay. It'll come down to Jordan this time.
And I'll go with B.
B. All right. So the bottom one, scroll on over. We got Infinity War over Split.
That's
All
fine.
right.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
all right with that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Scrolling back down. And this time we'll start to Mr. Cameron.
I'm feeling A this time.
All right. So let's see what everybody else is feeling, Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
I'll feel B this time.
Okay. Jordan.
I'll go B.
Okay. And Dan.
A.
Okay. It'll be the bottom again for B. We got New Nightmare over Young Uncle Buck.
That's fine.
All right. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. All right.
Steven should be happy.
That's a Steven
Yeah.
Shepard pick right there. Yeah, sure is.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Let me extend my little name list here real quick. Zach, Brian, Jordan. All right. Okay. Going down to the next matchup. We have got Zach up first.
B.
B. Brian.
I'll go A.
A. Jordan.
I'll go A this time.
Okay. Dan.
A.
A, and Mr. Cameron.
Let's go A.
All right, it's going to be 4-1 for A. So that'll be Born on the 4th of July over Breakdown.
Okay,
I should be
that's
happy
fine.
for that.
All right.
Breakdown. That's got to be a Steven one. I don't know who else had that.
Is that
Yeah.
Zach,
I will-
maybe?
No, I
I
think that
will
was
say
Zach.
though,
That's a Zach pick, right?
Nope.
Oh, it's
No.
not.
I've never seen that Kurt Russell movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind.
All
I just
right.
want to say for the record, Breakdown is mad underrated. That's a good
Breakdown's really
Okay.
good. Yes,
I ne-
it's a good movie.
I never even heard of it when we spun it. So
Yeah, they finally put out new Blu-rays and stuff of it because for a long time I just had a shitty DVD of it and it wasn't very good. Yeah. All right, Brian, you first.
A.
A. All right, Jordan.
I'll go A.
A. Dan.
Hey,
Okay. Jacob.
Let's go B just to be different.
Okay. And Zach.
B.
Okay. 3-2 for A. So it'll be the top. You got Jacob's Ladder over Cruel Intentions.
Mm.
Okay.
Jacob, where's your
Fine.
ladder?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
There you go. All
Nick
right.
got a ladder there.
That's
That's
right.
his ladder. Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. Jordan, you're up first.
I'll go B this time.
Okay. Dan.
Hey,
A. Jacob.
Sticking with B.
B. Zach.
A.
Hey, all right, comes down to you, Brian.
A.
All right, A. Top goes over Billy Madison
Oh,
over Austin
there you go.
Powers' Spy Who Shagged Me.
That's it.
All right.
Madison.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, Billy Madison.
It's like it's like
That's a
Brian
good comedy
Constantin
matchup.
or something.
That's
Right.
Yeah, right.
Fair
It's
comment
my
all
fault.
time.
There you go.
He's
All right, so
psychic.
that makes it through round one. Dan, you first.
Hey,
A. Jacob.
Let's go back to A.
Okay. Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
A.
A. And Jordan.
I'll go A.
All right, so it'll be another A, and that'll be Adam's Family
Oh,
over Rocky.
there's another one.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
Should have picked B, Dan. You should have.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
I pick B for a change.
I know. That's the fun of the blind voting, though. See,
Yeah.
I mean, normally, Rocky may not have, or may have made it out overwhelmingly, but yeah,
Yep.
that's what happens. This is where the fun. All right, Jacob.
Let's go A.
A. Okay, Zach.
B.
B.
I'll go B this time.
Okay, Jordan.
I'll go B for boo for that last round.
Okay, and Dan.
Hey,
Hey, okay, it's gonna be B this time. Scroll on over. We got Logan over
Yes,
Empire of the
let's go.
Sun. Okay.
Nice.
boy, you
Yeah.
guys did a good job that time.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're over to Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
B.
Okay. Jordan.
I'll go B.
Okay. Dan.
Hey,
No clean sweeps yet.
Yeah, right.
Jacob.
Let's go B.
Okay, it's gonna be B this time, 4-1. So that'll be Little Miss Sunshine over The Walk.
oh,
Okay.
Walk, though, guys. If you haven't
That's
seen
fine.
the Walk, oh
All
god,
right.
That's a
Yeah.
Steven pick. I don't love The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
great,
This is Mike's movie.
great visual effects in the Walk.
Yes. All right. Going on down. Next up will be Brian.
I'll go B this time.
Okay. All right, Jordan.
And I'll also go B.
Okay, Dan.
Hey,
Hey, Jacob.
Let's go A.
All right, it'll come down to Zach.
B.
B wins again. Here we go. We got Source Code over Back to the Future 3.
Sure. I
Source
guess.
Code is very
Little-
underrated, guys. Source
Little
Code.
Yeah.
sort of time travel-y matchup
Yeah.
there.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's how it
Steven
came up.
picks.
Yeah.
Here's
Duncan
a bit of a
Jones.
hot take. Back to the Future 3 is my favorite of the trilogy.
I
Oh,
like
wow.
it. I like it a lot because I'm a big
We
Western
got
guy.
another Zach on this day. We got another Zach on this channel. Jesus. I love you, Zach. I love you, Zach.
Actually, only 2 of the movies from my top 64 are in this. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
He
just,
should have been on the hot take episode.
It's the one I've seen the most, and it's the one I always go back to.
There you go.
What is
I'm
underrated,
kidding with
though?
you. I'm kidding with you, Jacob. Don't.
All right.
No, I got you. I got you. I'm just
All right. Mr. Anderson's up first.
I'll go A.
Hey, Dan.
Hey,
Hey, Jacob.
let's go A again.
Okay, and Zach.
A.
A, and Brian.
Make it see a sweep. A.
Okay, our
There you
first
go.
quick sweep for A. So let's see what you guys overwhelmingly voted for. Order of the Phoenix over Mary Poppins.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Upset.
Order
I
of
love
the
Order of
Phoenix.
the Phoenix.
Respect
Yeah.
to Mary
Okay.
Poppins, though. That's good.
Yeah, right.
No, it's a great movie.
It's a favorite on Mary Poppins is a favorite on Turn Fights. This one before, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
respect
all
to
right.
Michael Rooker there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan.
A.
Hey, Jacob.
Let's go A.
Hey. And all right, Zach.
A.
Hey, Brian.
I'll go B.
B and Jordan.
I'll go A.
All right, it's A. B. It's a Wonderful Life over Sweeney Todd.
All
All
right.
right. That's
All
fine.
right. There you
Damn,
go.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of the first side. So we have our matches. You can get a little. I'll give you a little preview as I kind of scroll up of some of the stuff that's going to happen.
Yep.
Source Code versus Little Miss Sunshine. Got a little Logan versus Adam's Family.
Uh,
Billy
picking
Madison
one-
and Jacob's Ladder.
Picking one letter the entire time only bit me in the butt twice.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
right.
we'll see if your strategy pays off.
There
So,
you go.
all right, a little preview of what's going on over on that side. So we're gonna scroll to the other side. I got to be careful
Two
here.
big ones. I missed. I screwed up on two big ones.
Yeah. It's bound to happen.
Same here.
All right, I'm gonna stop there just to be safe, and then I'll scroll it over a little bit more. All right, Jacob first.
All right, let's go B.
B. Okay, Zach.
B.
B. Okay. Brian.
B for boy.
Okay. Jordan.
I'll go A.
A and Dan.
I'm gonna go A, but it doesn't matter because there's already three B's.
That's true. It's 3B. So we got First Contact over.
Oh,
Observer
no.
Report.
Oh,
You want-
I love First
You-
Contact.
Oh no, First Contact 1. Okay, that's good.
First Contact 1. Yeah,
Okay.
I like
gonna
both
say.
movies. I like Observer Report
Yeah.
a lot. That's one of mine. But there you go.
The better
Okay.
Paul Bart
Okay. Yeah.
on this A.
All right, Zach.
A.
Hey, Brian.
A.
Okay. Jordan.
I'll go B.
B. Dan.
A.
Okay. And Jacob.
Let's go B.
B. All right, but A is going to win this time. So Whiplash over Seven Samurai.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy, that's a tough one. No matter
Yeah,
how
it's a
you-
tough one.
That
Yeah.
was a tough
Yeah.
match. When it came up in the wheel, I was like, "Ooh, that's going to be a tough match. Somebody's going to be mad either way on that one."
And also,
So,
someone's comes 4K soon, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
Seven
Yeah.
Samurai's
Oh, hopefully it's Criterion. There's a rumor that they're doing a 4K box set of a bunch of Kurosawa. So
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. I have a Kurosawa DVD set, so I'd have to
Yeah.
upgrade that if they
So
did
do
that.
I.
So, yeah,
So
yeah.
do I.
Yeah.
All
But-
right.
There's a guy that's on Instagram and he has this channel and he alluded to a possible box set of like a
Okay.
Kurosawa
Yeah.
film.
All right, sounds good. All right, update my names here. All right, Brian.
I'll go A this time.
Okay, Jordan.
I'll go A.
All right, Dan.
A.
Jacob.
Let's go B.
B and Zach.
A.
Okay, it's gonna be 4-1 for A, which will be The Thin Red Line over The Farewell.
Ooh,
I'll go
all
Argentina.
right.
wow, that's a good one.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Scroll on down. Jordan.
I'll go B.
B. Dan.
A.
Jacob.
Let's go B again.
B. All right, Zach.
B.
B and Brian.
B.
All right, B wins this time, which will be Ready Player One over No Country for
Oh,
Old
no.
Men.
Oh.
And that's a
Alright.
great movie.
There you go. Okay, this is the
Messed
fun
that
of
one
the blind round. All right.
The book is better than the movie. The
I know
book-
Chris
Yeah.
Scott's happy about that one though. I'm sure.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
He's not a fan of No Country.
No,
All
he
right.
hates that movie.
Okay, Dan.
A.
Hey, Jacob.
Let's go B.
B. Okay, Zach.
B.
B. All right, Brian.
B.
B and Jordan.
I'll go A.
Okay, it'll be B. So that'll be John Wick Chapter 4 over Sicario.
Oh yes, thank God. I don't
All
know.
right. Tough matchup there. All right.
Actually,
I'm not a fan of Sicario.
John Wick always seems to survive somehow.
It always survives, yeah. Even the
Always.
blind voting, it survived.
Second time
It survived just like Donnie Yen's blind fighting. That's right.
Yep.
They're doing a spin-off of him, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob.
B.
B. Okay. Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
I'll go A this time.
Okay. And Jordan.
I'll go B.
Okay. And Dan. A. All right. So it'll be B, which will be Toy Story 2 over Stranger Than Fiction.
I'm having
Oh,
fun.
that's
Wow.
fine.
Okay. All right.
My favorite Toy Story film.
I'm sharpening my knives to defend Toy Story 2 is the best thing Pixar has ever done right now.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll talk about that next round. Zach.
Yeah.
B.
B. Brian.
B.
B. Jordan.
I'll go B.
Okay. Dan.
Well, it doesn't matter what I say, but I say A.
Okay. And Jacob.
B.
All right. It'll be B. So Robin Hood, Prince
Oh,
of
no.
Thieves over The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
I find Breakfast Club overrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Brian.
A.
Hey, Jordan.
A.
Okay. Dan.
A.
Hey, Jacob.
A.
Hey. All right, Zach.
B.
All right, 4-1. Let's see what you guys overwhelmingly went with. Simon Says over Schindler's List.
Oh no! That movie just keeps going back to
Man,
haunt
I
us.
didn't know you guys were such big Simon Says fans. I thought it was a
Jeez.
cinema classic. I was wanting to sing Schindler's List. That's
That's
crazy.
great.
Wow.
Three
That-
down.
All right, Brian.
That's the most
Brian,
cool one yet.
time code that one for the all-time for the next
Yeah, right.
montage.
Yeah, right.
You guys
Yeah.
overwhelmingly voted Simon Says and Blind over Schindler's List.
Wow.
Why you guys go with A? I'm the only A guy here.
Dane,
I
you
didn't-
looked massive.
I didn't know you guys were, such big fans of Dennis Rodman's cinema work, you know? All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Well, it might make the previous voting easier, so we'll see when
Yeah.
we get there. All right. Jordan,
Let's go B.
now you guys are really on your toes. You don't know what's going to happen anymore. Dan,
A.
at least Schindler's List has won a tournament now, Dan, and won Zach 64, so it's a winner now. Yeah.
Am I on that? I was on that.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah, it won.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. Jacob?
B.
Mm-hmm. Zach?
A.
Okay. And comes down to Brian.
A.
Okay, A wins this one. Let's scroll over. We got the Batman over Constantine.
Oh,
these
yeah, that's
are-
fair.
job.
these
Yeah,
are-
I was on that one.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right, there you go. Okay. All right. Dan.
A.
A. All right, Jacob.
B.
B. Okay. Zach.
A.
A. All right.
B.
B. All right, comes down to you, Jordan.
I'll go A.
Okay. A over B. Jane Silent Bob Strike Back
no.
over Gremlins 2.
Wow.
Okay.
At
There
least
you
fine.
go.
those two well
Actually,
turned
don't
this
mind
out.
that.
I like both.
They're
I
both
like both.
good.
I like both
Yeah.
these movies a lot. Two of my favorite comedies.
I
so
love
fun.
Gremlins too, though.
Yeah,
I
Gremlins
prefer
2 is
Jason
good.
Ball straight back over.
Oh yeah. Okay, a couple more to go. Jacob.
B.
B. All right, Zach.
A.
Hey, Brian.
I'm feeling B this time.
Okay, and Jordan.
Let's go with B.
Okay, and Dan.
A.
All right, it'll be B this time, which will be Eternal Sunshine over Gladiator.
Hey,
Oh,
happy.
wow.
fun.
A tough one. But I love
That's a
both
tough
of
one.
them.
Another tough one. Yeah,
Eternal
Yeah.
keeps showing up over and over. Yeah.
sure
It's
does.
a good
It's
movie,
around as
Joe.
well.
It's a good movie.
Yes.
Gladiator. Damn.
Yeah. Right. Zach.
A.
A. Brian.
B.
B. Jordan.
I'll go A.
Okay. Dan.
A.
A. And Jacob.
B.
Okay, it'll be A this time, 3-2. That is RoboCop over Starship Troopers, a Paul
Thank
Verhoeven
God.
match.
Thank God.
Yes. All
That's
right.
good because I haven't seen Starship Troopers yet.
Oh,
That's still a blind
God.
spot for me.
Okay.
Don't listen to anybody. It's terrible, Jordan.
Okay. Sure.
Starship Troopers is great. No, fuck that.
It is.
Starship Troopers rules.
Starship Troopers reference in How Cool Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Death from
I
above,
don't like
baby.
big bugs, Austin. I hate anything with big bugs.
Oh, okay. So you just don't like it for a gross out reason. You're like my girl who just like she's like, I don't like horror movies, and I'm like, why? She's like, oh, I just don't like gross horror movies. I'm like,
I
oh,
hate
okay. So
big
you like
bugs.
horror movies, just not gross, gory
Yeah.
ones. Okay, I got
I'm
you.
the same way.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
I love
Brian.
horror, but not gross.
Yeah, not
I'll go-
grossy stuff.
I'll go B.
Okay. Jordan.
I'll go A.
Okay. Dan.
A.
A. All right. Jacob.
B.
B. All right. Comes down to you, Zach.
A.
All right. It's gonna be A. Okay, that's going to be After Sun over Grand Budapest
Oh
Hotel.
man, 2 movies I hate. Can't stand either one of those movies.
Well, man, you should be happy.
Oh,
Amazing.
they're
Great
both
movie.
trash.
Amazing.
Yeah.
After Sun.
Okay.
After Sun is a nothing movie. There nothing happens.
Okay. I think we got like 3 more matchups, so we're almost there, and then we'll get back to regular procedures. Jordan.
Let's go with B.
All right. Dan.
Hey.
Hey, Jacob.
B.
B. Zach.
A.
Okay, it'll come down to you, Brian.
B.
Okay, B goes through. That'll be Abbott can still meet Frankenstein over bed knobs and broomsticks.
Oh, good job,
Okay,
guys.
nice.
All
All
Good
right.
right.
job,
I'll
guys.
be
There
fine.
you go.
There we go.
This is a
Okay.
good one.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't
All right.
beat Abbott and Costello.
Yeah. All right. Final set. Got one more and then one more after that. Dan.
Hey.
A. All right. Jacob.
B.
B. Zach.
A.
A. Brian.
B.
Okay. It'll come down to you this time, Jordan.
I'll go B.
Okay. It'll be B, which will be The Prestige over The Untouchables.
Okay.
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 That's already a fair director, Christopher Nolan.
Oh yeah.
Right, if you're not into
That's fine.
subtitles,
I don't
guys,
mind the
this
Prestige.
is a really good movie. The Untouchables. Don't watch the Greg Kinnear version. Watch this version of this. It's
Oh yeah.
You mean the Bryan Cranston version? Wasn't it Bryan
Yeah.
Cranston and Kevin
Frank
Hart?
Cranston, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
original one's good though. Yeah,
Oh,
Omar Sy's
very
good.
good.
Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very good. All right, final matchup, and then we get to standard voting. So it's been pretty fun. It's good times. Mix it up. Jacob, kick us off.
B.
B. All right, Zach.
B.
B. Brian.
A.
Hey, Jordan.
I'll say B.
Okay, and Dan.
A.
All right, it'll be B, which will be the final one. Big Fish over Fight Club.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, all right,
Well,
there we
yeah,
go.
I'll take Big Fish.
All right. So a little preview of your matchups to come over on this side again after the blind voting. So got some interesting stuff coming up. All right.
I only had, by my way of voting, just A the entire time. We had 4 upsets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
That's a good.
but again,
out.
it's a fun way to kind of mix things up, kick things off a little bit, make it a little more fun.
2 pretty big upsets on each side, probably.
Yeah, we had a couple big upsets, but
2 on each side. Yeah.
all right, so we'll get back to standard procedure here. So Jacob went first last time. We will go to Zach first this time. So our first official matchup, now that the blind voting is out of the way, and we can kind of kick
There we
things
go.
off, almost like a half bracket, what we do on Friday now.
Yep.
All right, so we'll kick things off. Zach, Chasing Amy, and Wonder.
I'm gonna go with Wonder because it has Owen Wilson in it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go to Brian.
Oh, wow. I'm going for Wonder. Wow. Wonder.
Wow, Wonder. Wow, what a vote for Wonder. Jordan.
So I waited until the second round, but I got to do it because you guys love it so much. We got
Oh
drinks.
no.
We got drinks because it's almost 4th of July.
Oh no.
We got, yeah. So we're only going to review one. There's 3 though. There's a red one, a red, white, and blue. So the red one is like red berry flavor. That's Mountain Dew Star Spangled Splash. There you go. Then you got Mountain Dew Freedom Fusion, which is lemonade and peach flavor together. Right there, and then you got this one, which comes out every year. It's like the Liberty Chill, or I think one year they called it Liberty Brew, which is like 50 flavors into one. I guess they do that. I'm gonna do the white one because it sounds the most delicious, and I've been thirsty. I've been waiting the whole round to drink this, so I'm just gonna try it out, and then I'll give you my verdict on the next round. And for this one, I'll vote Chasing Amy. Yeah, that one obviously they almost all come out clear. Some might be red or blue, but yeah, and Chasing Amy's great. I love that when Silent Bob actually speaks and talks about the girl, and I think it's just a cool kind of rom-com. So yeah, I'll go Chasing Amy.
Yeah, I'll go Chasing Amy as well. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. Wonder was a little too sappy for me. I saw the trailers, a little sappy, and the movie was exactly that. So it's just not my speed. So I'll go Chasing Amy. Dan?
Yeah, I love Chasing Amy. My brother did not have a good time at the screening. He got picked on by the theater staff. him and his friends that were there that day in 1997 when we saw this movie in theaters. But I love Chasing Amy. It's my favorite Kevin Smith movie. So Chasing Amy.
Yeah. All right. And Jacob.
I don't think my vote matters in the grand scheme, but I would have voted for Wonder.
It does matter because now we have a tie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so all your votes always matter, even if you don't remember that it does.
Yeah.
All right. So how we do the tiebreakers is we start at the bottom and rotate the tie-breaking vote just up the ladder. So Dan will kick us off with a tiebreaker.
Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy. All right. Chasing Amy moves on. There we go. All right. Scrolling down to Man of Steel and D3, the Mighty Ducks. All right.
Yes.
All right. Brian will kick us off this time.
Just because it's show up that much, I'll go D3.
D3. Okay. Zach. Or no, Zach, what am I? I'm going out of. Sorry. I'm out of order. That's on me. Jordan. Sorry about that.
Well, just pulling out my Mighty Ducks. I got a Gordon Bombay, my little figure. I got a Fulton here, Fulton Reed. And then I got, of course, whoa, I'm going to drop them all. Got a Charlie Conway. So, you know where I'm going. I'm going Mighty Ducks all day, every day. Even though on my top 64, I actually have Man of Steel ranked higher. And D3 is I think it's not even in my after the 128. But this is a mystery tournament. And I love the Mighty Ducks. So I'm going to vote for it.
All right. You know what? I might go with that same logic, even though I love Man of Steel. It's in my 128. And since there's no real theme tonight, it's just a goofy mystery tournament. I'm willing to throw some more anarchy through a movie I enjoy, and I love the Mighty Ducks franchise. I know I don't think Moose will ever get around to letting us have our Mighty Ducks match, Jordan, a tag team match or whatever, but it won't happen. But you know what? Why not? I'll go D3. We'll have some fun.
Well, D2's in my 64, just not D3, but I still like it.
Right. Dan?
I like the original Mighty Ducks. I'm not a fan of the sequels. Man of Steel is probably the best of the DCEU movies, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. Jacob?
Yeah.
So I love Man of Steel to pieces, so it's getting my vote.
Oh, that's fine. I get it. I just talked Zack Snyder over with Aaron Cannoli. Just taped that. That'll be coming out soon. Little top 11 Zack Snyder's. Yeah, that was interesting because he's not a Snyder fan. I am, so we have wildly different lists.
Nice.
Yeah, but he wanted a Snyder fan. He wanted a Snyder fan on there. Somebody to rank him that way. So, but Zach. Speaking of Zack Snyder.
I'm going with D3. Again, this might be a hot take, but I find Man of Steel to be a little overrated. So I'm going with D3.
All right, so D3 pulls the upset on that one.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. All right. That's a little fun tonight.
Is this the one where the Ducks are Team USA, or am I thinking of the
No, that's D2. D3 is where they're at the prep school and they're the Warriors, and they have to overcome
Seton
Coach
College
O'Ryan. Yeah, Seton Hall University.
Seton Hall, that's what it is.
That's right. Yeah. All right, Jordan, you're up first for Cool Runnings and Infinity War.
Well, I'll just say that Mountain Dew is pretty good. Definitely have it cold because once it hit the ice, it tasted better. But it's not a very strong peach flavor. It's heavier on the lemonade, but it's still pretty good. So I'll say 8 out of 10. It's not bad. But and you can get it if you want to. If you have any Kroger's or a Walmart, that's where I've been seeing it. But but here I'll go Cool Runnings because I love Cool Runnings. I even got another one. I got my little Urban Blitzer right there. So there you go. So
I might go with Cool Runnings as well. Again, a movie I enjoy, even though Infinity War is in my 128. I'll vote against it just because Infinity War's won 3 times, and this is a mystery tournament. So let's have a little fun, a little anarchy. I'll go with Cool Runnings. Why not?
Yeah.
Dan.
Of all my MCU favorite movies, Infinity War is my second favorite. So I do like Cool Runnings. I think it's fun, and it's R.I.P. John Candy. We're going to get a biopic of John Candy here pretty soon, but I'm going to go.
Oh, nice.
Jacob.
This one hurts because I like Cool Runnings and I love Infinity War. So this is going to be rather tricky, but I'm going to go with my head on here and I'll say Infinity War.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Zach.
You know, with your head or your heart?
That's right.
So cool Runnings is in my top 64, and Infinity War will be in my top 128. So because it's higher Cool Runnings.
Okay.
Well, Zach, I know you're a fan of sports movies, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Brian?
Yeah, since you could get Uncle Buck next round, my favorite John Candy film, might as well get his other best role, Cool Runnings, the next round. So Cool Runnings.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Cool Runnings will again pull another upset. So, all right, we're getting a little wild time tonight. We're having fun. I like it. All right. Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Born on the 4th of July. I'm up first. Yeah, I've only seen Born on the 4th of July once. I need to revisit it. It's been a while. I rented it back in my Blockbuster days. I need to revisit that one. Been meaning to. Yeah, I'm a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan. New Nightmare is a lot of fun, kind of a proto Scream, and I dig it. So I'll go New Nightmare. Dan.
Yeah, I'm a massive Tom Cruise fan. I think the best performance of his entire career is in Born on the 4th of July. So this is an easy pick for me. Easy pick.
No, fair.
Yeah.
Jacob.
New Nightmare.
Okay.
Yep.
Zach.
Yeah, so I'm also a big Tom Cruise fan, and I think he's amazing in this movie. And as far as the Nightmare on Elm Street movies go, I think I've only seen up until Dream Warriors. I just haven't seen the other ones yet. So Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Brian.
Justice for Uncle Buck, Born on the 4th of July.
Okay. And Jordan.
You know what? I'll go with New Nightmare because I like that it gets like. Well, they're doing some like cool stuff in the insane asylum, and people have these like cool powers and everything.
That's Dream Warriors, not New
Oh,
Nightmare.
you're right. Dream Warriors is where they like doing a movie of the.
No, New Nightmare is where they're thinking about doing the movie, and everybody's playing themselves. Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, that's what we're voting on, not the asylum one. Yeah.
Then well, in that case, because like I haven't even seen all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, so I get them mixed up. But then I'll probably go Born on the 4th of July, actually, because I like that other one I was talking about better than this. So
okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, Born on the 4th of July moves on this time.
So
there you go.
This is what happens when Jordan takes a sip of Mountain Dew. Good to know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know it gets a little goofy on us.
And he's not a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan.
Jacob's Ladder versus Billy Madison, and we're back down to Dan.
Jacob's Ladder. I love Jacob's Ladder. I think it's a great movie, but I mean, one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies is Billy Madison. I believe we're getting a sequel.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore's getting
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sequel, I think.
Yeah,
but I still like Billy Madison.
We should get a sequel though to Billy Madison.
His early stuff is
Still have been to college.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was trying to mess with a teacher in that one. Is that the one where he was
Yes.
trying to?
Yeah.
Veronica Vaughn, yes.
Yeah.
So hot. What the honey?
Yeah. What Brian said. I'll go Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hot. Want to touch the hiney.
Oh, there you go. There you
You
go.
got that ready to go, didn't you, Oz?
Well, you know, I've got a
Oh,
bank
yeah.
of clips over here that I can bust out at my disposal. Jacob.
I feel like JPO will kill me if I don't go Billy Madison. So Billy Madison shall be.
All right. Zach.
Billy Madison.
Okay. And Brian, you're going for Jacob's Ladder, right, Brian?
That is incorrect. I'll go with the movie with the professional wrestler, the Voltaire Blob, Billy Madison.
All right. Jordan.
And P.S. I'm horny. Let's go with Billy Madison.
Ooh, we didn't even know that.
We didn't even know that, Jordan.
Yeah, boy, Jordan.
We know the line from the movie. Or right.
Jacob, it's why we don't give Jordan Mountain Dew.
That's right. Don't feed Jordan Mountain Dew. He gets really weird.
Especially on a mystery
weird
tournament.
things that Jordan says for $200.
Yeah. I'll make it a clean sweep for Billy Madison. Although I do recommend Jacob's Ladder. That movie is freaky and weird, and it kind of creeped me out first time I saw it. Yeah, it's got some crazy imagery you won't forget. Great psychological horror film. But yeah, that's fine. I'll make it a sweep for Billy Madison.
When I cover all the horror movies I'm going to cover for my Halloween series this year, Jacob's Ladder is one of them.
Oh, have you seen it before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you're in for a
Oh.
treat. It's great stuff. Yeah, really creepy stuff. And a little cameo from Macaulay Culkin in there. Just keep your eyes open for that. Yeah, fun stuff. Logan versus the Addams Family. Jacob.
This is a slam dunk. It's Logan all the way.
All right. Zach.
This is a tougher matchup because I like both of them. By a slight margin, I'm going to go Logan.
Okay. Brian.
We see Logan a lot. Shows a lot to the Addams Family.
Jordan.
I'll just vote like this, bub. There you go.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I'll go Logan this time. Although this will be a little tougher if it was Addams Family Values, which I think is a superior sequel.
Agreed.
The original one is like okay to me, but I think Values is way better. But yeah, I'll go Logan here. Dan.
Yeah, actually, I do think Addams Family is a very good movie, and it's a lot of fun and stuff. We're starting to get the cameos in Wednesday of the people
Yes, we
from the
are.
original Addams Family, so that's interesting. They're tying them together, so that's kind of fun. But you may have to go with Logan here. I mean,
Yeah, it's unfortunate we can't get Raul Julius, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yes.
Elias Gomez, because that would be
Yeah.
amazing. That sucks.
But
Yeah,
we
it's
should
sad.
get like Angelica Houston and Carol Kane showing up, mate.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, be cool.
Well,
if
Louise
Christina Ricci
Guzman
shows up.
is a very interesting take for Gomez. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it, but
you're not the only one, Jordan. I have a friend who doesn't like the pick of Gomez and Wednesday.
yeah, like I'm not sure about it. I don't know if I hate it, but I don't.
It's
love
pretty
it.
comic accurate though. When you look at the comic sketches of the original stuff, it's pretty accurate to like the comics. He was
That
more
is
kind of
true.
a short, portly guy rather than like a Raul Julia kind of tall, suave guy. So it's a little more accurate to the original stuff. Little Miss Sunshine and Source Code, Zach.
I'm going to go with. I've seen both of them, and I like both of them. I like Source Code a little bit more, so Source Code.
Yeah. Brian.
I enjoy the road trip aspect more of Little Miss Sunshine, so that's my vote. Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah, sure. Jordan.
I'll probably go with Little Miss Sunshine. I think that movie's quite a bit better. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Little Miss Sunshine. I think Source Code's a hidden gem of a time loop movie. It's really fun. So I'll go Source Code. Dan?
Yeah.
I do like Source Code quite a bit. I think it's very underrated. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. But for me, I think Little Miss Sunshine is so amazing. It's such an incredible movie, and it's all the way around. It's phenomenal. So I have to go Little Miss Sunshine.
And a great theme song for the movie by Devachka or whatever that is. Yeah.
Jacob.
Kind of echoing Dan's points, Source Code is very underrated. I didn't see it in the theaters. I saw it on HBO, I think. And I was like, this is way more epic than it had any right to be. But the scene in Little Miss Sunshine where Alan Arkin tells Olive that she's not a loser, that's like quality stuff right there. So Little Miss Sunshine all the way.
Yeah.
All right. Little Miss Sunshine takes that one. All right. And we'll go Order of the Phoenix and It's a Wonderful Life. So, Brian.
This is interesting. Order of the Phoenix is not my favorite Harry Potter film, but I prefer Prison Aspect more. I see It's a Wonderful Life twice, so I'll go It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I still think It's a Wonderful Life is the better movie here, so I'm gonna vote for it. But I do say It's a Wonderful Life is barely a Christmas movie because there's nothing happened about Christmas until the end of the movie. So yeah.
Christmas adjacent.
Holiday movie. Holiday.
Holiday maybe, yeah. But yeah, also vote for It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have the 4K of It's a Wonderful Life. It's great. Yeah, it looks amazing. I've gotten to see it in the theater a couple of times. Yeah, it really works, especially as you get older, and it's all the themes about maybe missed opportunities in life, or not getting to follow every dream you had, or whatever. Just appreciating what you do have, things like that. I love that stuff. So yeah, it gets better every time I watch it. So I'll go It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I am a massive fan of Order of the Phoenix, especially the book. It's my second favorite Harry Potter movie, and I just did a rewatch of all the Harry Potters like a week ago, and I love it so much. But It's a Wonderful Life is my favorite holiday movie, and I've watched it dozens and dozens of times, and I also own that 4K Austin, so I got to go with It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, definitely. Jacob?
It's a Wonderful Life.
All right. And Zach?
Yeah, so I think it was last year I did a rewatch of all the Harry Potter movies, and Order of the Phoenix is like in the middle for me. But I do enjoy It's a Wonderful Life more, so It's a Wonderful Life.
All right. Well, it's a clean sweep for It's a Wonderful Life, Jimmy Stewart. All
Yeah, the
right.
interval for sketches are great.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, we're going to the other side. So excellent job, guys. We're making good time. All right. Got Star Trek First Contact and Whiplash kicking us off on the other side. And we'll start with Jordan.
Oh man, this might be one of the hardest matchups yet. It's my favorite Star Trek movie, and I'm a Next Generation guy. But yeah, Whiplash is so incredible, though. Like, man, like that movie just knocked my socks off when I saw it. But just because I've lived with the Next Generation for way longer, I'll go First Contact.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love Star Trek Next Generation. First Contact's the best of the next gen movies, and it's the closest thing we got into a Star Trek horror movie, and I love it. And it's great stuff. I do like Whiplash, but I've seen First Contact way more, so I'll go First Contact.
Yeah,
Dan.
Well, I just did a watch along with Picture This. They are they're doing the entire year of 2014, and I watched Whiplash very recently, and it's probably in the middle of the pack for me, third or fourth. But First Contact is probably one of my favorite Star Trek movies, probably top 3. And I'm like you guys, we finally got like a next gen movie that was worth. Some of those next gen movies weren't that good, so I'm gonna just shake things up, go with First Contact.
Yeah. Jacob.
First Contact is great. The line must be drawn here, this far, no further. That's like an excellent scene. And Worf going, assimilate this as he shoots the satellite. That was great.
Yeah.
But Whiplash is just one of my favorites of all time, so I gotta go Whiplash.
Yeah.
They took that right from the Matrix when Trinity goes, dodge this. All right.
Well, that was before the Matrix, so they stole from First Contact.
Oh, okay. Oh, did it come up before? I wasn't sure.
First Contact is 96. Yeah, Matrix 99.
So Matrix stole it from
maybe stealing from Worf. That's right.
Yeah, from Worf. I see.
Yeah,
but Zach, yeah.
I haven't seen First Contact yet, but I really enjoy Whiplash, so Whiplash.
Austin, we just got another Tongan just showed up. On SmackDown.
Oh, Jesus! He's getting wrestling spoilers now on SmackDown. New bloodline guy. All right.
Yeah.
Is it that Tala guy that they copyrighted?
Yeah, this guy's awesome. He's a beast.
Oh,
Tala Tonga. Yeah. All right, Brian. We'll talk about wrestling on the Lonely Marks. Tune into the Lonely Marks Wrestling Podcast. We'll talk about it.
Come on, I'll talk with you.
Oh no, we got a full panel. We don't have guests. Unfortunately, we don't have guests on Lonely Marks. It's just not what we do on there. Except for the Rankum episodes, we'll have a guest, but that's really about it. Okay. The only exceptions we make. That's kind of our thing. Brian?
Yeah, we've seen Whiplash a lot while determined for reasons. I'll go with First Contact since it show up a lot.
Okay. All right. First Contact takes out Whiplash. All right. Then Red Line and Ready Player One. Me, Ready Player One's okay for like nostalgia bait, like member berries kind of thing. I'll be that guy that's like the book is better because the book is better. Thin Red Line's really good. I love the ensemble. I'll go Thin Red Line just a little bit on this one. Dan?
I love Ready Player One, the book, and I think given the obstacles Steven Spielberg had to work with, I think he did a good job with the movie. Thin Red Line is an amazing. It's an incredible. It's probably one of the best films from what the hell's the name? What's his name? I forget his name now. The director. One of his best films. So I'm going to go with Terrence Malick. Yeah, Terrence Malick, one of his best films. So I'm going to go with Thin Red Line.
Certainly better than Tree of Life.
Way better than that.
The new what's his face is a good one too. Whatever. The new land. The new. country, whatever. I don't know.
The New World.
The New World. Love that
New
one.
World, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what it.
Mr. Cameron, yeah. What do you got?
So Malik is one of my definitive blind spots. I don't think I've seen any of his movies, to be perfectly honest. I was planning on seeing A Hidden Life, but then COVID and that whole thing, so I couldn't. But I have seen Ready Player One, and I enjoy it quite a bit. So I might be the only one, but I'm gonna go Ready Player One, because why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach?
Jacob, you are not going to be the only one because I'm also going with Ready Player One. I haven't seen Thin Red Line, but I do actually own Ready Player One, and I enjoy the creativity and the lengths that they go to. So Ready Player One.
Okay.
Yep.
Brian?
You're also not alone, Jacob. I'm also going to go Ready Player One. I quite enjoy it a lot, especially the whole Shining sequence. That's one of my favorite scenes. Really good overlook, and they recreate scenes from The Shining, which is great. So Ready Player One.
All right. And Jordan?
Yeah, the Shining stuff is the best part of it. Ready Player One for sure.
It's not in the book.
I really like that.
Yeah, it was War Games in the book instead of The Shining.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it works. So in the movie, but like I don't really love either one of these movies, to be honest. I think A Thin Red Line, it's really long, and it's like 2.5 hours, and it's but it has like an incredible ensemble cast, about 15 actors. I could go on this list of like all these actors that are just outstanding in it, and for that reason I'll give the edge to The Thin Red Line.
Okay, so we have another tie, and it goes down to Jacob Cameron for our tiebreaker.
Ready Player One, come on down.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Ready Player One. Huh? All right, John Wick Chapter 4 and Toy Story 2. Dan.
Yeah, all day, every day of the week. John Wick Chapter 4. The Toy Story franchise is overrated. I wasn't a kid when these movies came out. I was an adult, so I don't really relate to the Toy Story movies that well because I'm not a kid. I'm an adult. So I go with John Wick because I think it's incredible cinematography, action. I mean, just so much amazing stuff going on with it. All day, every day of the week, John Wick Chapter 4.
Okay. Jacob.
Oh man, this one hurts because I love both of these movies to death. I love John Wick Chapter 4, but I've seen Toy Story 2 way more, so Toy Story 2 it is.
Okay.
I did say your favorite personal films too, Jacob.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Zach?
So, of the original trilogy for Toy Story, I actually have Toy Story 2 at the bottom of that. But I do remember really liking John Wick Chapter 4. So I'm going to go with John Wick Chapter 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah, we've seen John Wick here a lot of times, especially last week for the 2002 series. Toy Story 2 is my favorite of the trilogy. The whole Buzz Skywalker aspect and the whole like road trip, and also plus you get several clocks back singing when he's talking about Love Me, so Toy Story 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jordan?
Well, I'm half with you, Dan. Yeah. And give me John Wick all day, every day. I think that John Wick is awesome. Those movies quickly shot up into my top 10 movies of all time. I think I have 3 and 4 in there. But Toy Story is great. I love the Toy Story franchise. Like, I'm not opposed to seeing movies that are kids' movies if they can appeal to adults. And then, because I went and saw Inside Out 2, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. But I'm still going to go John Wick, though, because, yeah, it's just really tough to beat those movies, in my opinion. So,
I might just give it slightly to Toy Story 2 here again, just because we don't see it a ton. And it used to be my favorite of the series until 3 made me bawl my eyes out on my break at work in my car and on my rewatch. And if a movie can make me do that just while I'm sitting in my car, it's pretty special. But no, I love Toy Story 2, and I love all the Toy Stories. But I'll give it to that just to tie it up here. So, but it'll be a tie to Zach this time.
John Wick Chapter 4.
All right, John Wick. So hands on. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Simon Says.
Oh man.
And
Robin Hood.
for anybody that's confused, all these guys when we did our blind round just are big fans of Simon Says. So for all of you that
Like it better than
voted it
Schindler.
over Schindler's List,
Shame. Bad vampire.
well, we'll see what happens here. Jacob.
Robin Hood.
Robin. Okay. Zach.
I think Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is actually a little underrated. I feel like people don't talk about it enough. And it's a quality adaptation, so I'm going to go with Robin Hood.
Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Simon Says. I think Prince of Thieves is the one with the Brian Adams song, Everything I Do for You, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I do quite enjoy Robin Hood, so I go Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Okay. Jordan.
Well, you know what? I don't really love Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I know that like Kevin Costner, they tried to have him do an accent and he couldn't do it, and so that there's like fuck it, just do your normal voice, and it just sounds a little out of place to me. And the only thing that I really like is Alan Rickman in there. I like him in there, but I don't love a lot about that movie. So you know what? Like I actually like Dane Cook. I don't like Dennis Rodman in Simon Says, but I think Dane Cook's not bad. I mean, I actually like the guy. I mean, I'm an Employee of the Month fan. That was on this list because of me. But so I'll put Simon Says here because this is a mystery tournament. We're just having fun. So Simon Says.
I don't like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves either. That movie just never clicked with me. I've tried to like it, tried to watch it 3 or 4 times. Doesn't work for me. I'm a guy who watches bad movies on purpose because I just love big train wrecks. And Simon Says is a train wreck. So I'll vote for Simon Says. Why not?
And I'm a basketball fan. Dennis Rodman, let's go.
Yeah. And Dennis Rodman, WCW NWO alumni. So why not?
Yeah.
Dan.
What's the name of this movie that you guys are talking about? What's it? What
Simon Says. It was so one of 2 Dennis Rodman movies he did in the late 90s because he did this one where he was the star. Then he did a movie called Double Team where he teamed with Jean-Claude Van Damme. So he dipped into acting a little bit in the late 90s.
Yeah. All right. Well, I haven't seen that. And a little spoiler, maybe you guys this is gonna age me, but anything you do, or what is it? Everything you do.
Everything I do.
Everything I do it for you is my senior year in high school song. One of my favorite songs of all time. I love it in that movie, and I love this movie. I love Kevin Costner. I'm a massive Kevin Costner fan. So everything I do it for Robin Hood. So Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Okay.
They always pick the cheesiest songs for like your high school song. Like mine was Green Day, "Time of Your Life." They're always like
that's a great song.
songs. Yeah, but it's overplayed. That's the thing. They put it in that Seinfeld montage when the show was ending.
Yeah. The Batman and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Zach.
This might come as a shock. I've never seen anything with Jay or Silent Bob in him. I just haven't yet. And I like the Batman was okay for me. I didn't think it was overall like great, but it was good. But because I have seen it, I'm gonna go with the Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, I almost thought you were gonna say this might come in as a shock, but I've never seen a Batman movie. I thought you were gonna say that. That would be a shock. But Brian, yeah.
First off, Zach, did you say you seen Chase Amy that had Jason Bob in it?
Nope, I have.
No?
I never saw it.
Okay, my mistake. But I'll go with Jason Bob Strike Back on this one. My favorite Kurt Smith movie. Some great laughs. Very meta as well. And it's my favorite comedy. So Jason Bob Strike Back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, these are both like maybe my third or so favorite, like third or fourth of the whole overall series. But I think I like the Batman just a little bit better, just because I don't love everything about it, but I love like a good 90% of it. So I'll go with the Batman.
Yeah, I like both these movies a lot. Yeah, Batman was in my after the 128. I think that movie's great. It just works for me. But yeah, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back's in my 128, and I that movie makes me laugh a lot, and it's a great payoff for Kevin Smith fans, especially for those first series of movies. If you watch Zach, if you ever dive into it, watch obviously watch them all in release order, and then when you get to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, it pays off. There's a lot of good character bits in there. It's a lot of fun. So I'll go Jay and Bob. Yeah, great cameos, all kinds of stuff. So I'll go Jay and Bob.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to them. I just haven't seen them yet. So
yeah, no, totally. When you do, just do a deep dive. Watch those first couple ones up to Jay and Bob. You'll have a good time. I think you will.
Yeah.
So Dan.
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of the cinematography in Batman. I love the story. It has a 7 vibe to it, and I think the acting is incredible. I think all the choices for the casting and stuff. Matt Reeves, I cannot wait for his sequel. This movie is an absolute masterpiece. I have to go with Batman, even though this is one of the Jay and Silent Bob movies that I like more than others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I like the comparison though. I never really thought about comparing it to 7. That's actually like a great comparison.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, Jacob.
Yeah, that's another blind spot with anything Jay and Silent Bob related. So Zach, you're not alone on that front. But I love the Batman to pieces. I thought Matt Reeves completely understood the assignment with that one. Mm-hmm. And the Penguin and Batman 2 cannot get here fast enough. So the Batman gets my vote.
Yeah, the Penguin.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Penguin. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I will watch the Penguin because I want to see more of that character like immediately. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for that.
As soon as Colin Farrell showed up with that, "Oh, easy there, sweetheart."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I need more of this.
Yeah.
I just every time he goes, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I just laugh a lot. He's just so awesome. He's the man.
So good.
He understood the assignment as well. He's like, you know what? I don't have to be recognizable. I'm just going all in. And you know what? Good on him. He's great. All right. The Batman, Eternal Sunshine, and RoboCop.
Ooh.
All right. Brian.
It's interesting. RoboCop is a good satire movie. Peter Weller played great, and he met him in the call a few weeks ago. But Eternal Sunshine's Spotless Mind is a movie that I saw for the first time this year. Saw it twice, and it's going to be made after 128. Jim Carrey should have been nominated for the Oscar for that year. Eternal Sunshine, baby.
Mm-hmm. Jordan?
So I've always been at the camp that the Eternal Sunshine's good. I don't really say great yet, but I think that if I rewatch it some more, that it could get there. Though it's one of those movies I just need to watch more to appreciate it. But RoboCop rules. I think that it's so much fun. I mean, the main reason why I go to the movies is to be entertained, and so that has to come first before everything. And that movie is so entertaining. Peter Weller's great. Kurtwood Smith plays a great villain. So yeah, I got to go with RoboCop.
Yeah, no, RoboCop freaking rules. So I'll just say,
I'd buy that for $1.
RoboCop for me. So damn entertaining. Dan.
Yeah, I did that. I do my movie Mutations, and we just got finished doing the Jim Carrey, and we did all his like more dramatic roles, and just diving back into Eternal Sunshine and a Spotless Mind just showed me what a great actor he is when he's given a really good role and a good script. And I think Eternal Sunshine and a Spotless Mind is a great role. It is a travesty that what year was that? What,
2004.
2004, yeah.
It's a travesty that he couldn't have got nominated for an Academy Award for that. I mean, it's just but I will say I did my 50 My Life, My Love, 50 Years in Film. And in 1987, my top 2 movies of the year were RoboCop and Predator. So this is a really tough one for me. But because I'm a massive, massive Jim Carrey fan, and I think this is the best performance, I'm going to go with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Predator and RoboCop's a great afternoon double feature on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, that is great.
It's a damn good time at the home cinema. Jacob?
RoboCop might have one of my favorite endings of all time, where it goes, "Dick, you're fired. Thank you."
Boom. Yeah, that's right.
Boom, yeah.
So, I mean, RoboCop is like a movie that could have been something so little about a RoboCop. It could have been so dumb, but it's actually so smart. So RoboCop gets my vote.
Yeah.
Could have easily been a B movie, but they.
Well, no, I mean, listen to the premise. It's a guy who turns into a cyborg robot. It's called RoboCop.
Yeah.
It sounds like a movie you see on Tubi, but it's not. But it's great. You know? Well, if you want to see the Tubi version of that, there's a movie called Rotor. ROTOR, and it's like a mix between RoboCop and Terminator, and it's awful.
Okay.
So if you want to see the Tubi version of that from the 80s, go watch a movie called Rotor, which I saw at a bad movie night mystery screening at an art house theater up here. That movie sucks. So yeah, Zach.
So this is an interesting matchup. I think I've said this before with Eternal Sunshine. I've seen it once, but it's been so long that I don't remember anything about it. So I am going to rewatch it. And with RoboCop, I have not seen the original yet, but it's definitely on my list to see. The only one I've seen is the remake, and that wasn't that good. But because it's higher on my list to see, I'm going to go with RoboCop.
Okay.
Yeah.
RoboCop moves on.
Sorry, JPO.
Yeah. All right. And we'll move down to After Sun and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Jordan.
Yeah. So After Sun might be the most boring ass movie I've ever seen in my life. I think that movie sucks. There's just nothing happening. Sorry, Wolfman. You could try to convince me all day long, every day. And they play some song at the end that he tries to get me to watch. Some like guy from YouTube trying to like say why like that. The song plays so much into it and what the movie's all about, and I'm just like, forget it. Like, if I want to take a nap, I'll watch After Sun. So I'll easily go Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of After Sun either. It just doesn't work for me. But yeah, I'm a fan of the old classic comedy teams. Three Stooges are my favorite. Like if I had to choose a favorite, I just lived with them longer. But I love Abbott and Costello. Yeah, this movie, I'm starting to get in the habit of just watching it every Halloween because I think it's a great time with all the Universal monsters. And yeah, the fact they got a bunch of the original actors to reprise their roles is great. It's the original cinematic universe, people. The Universal horror movies. 60 years before the MCU, Universal was doing their own cinematic universe, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's the best of those movies. Go check it out. Yeah, I'll easily give it Abbott and Costello here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't have anything against After Sun. I think it's a good father-daughter movie. I think if you know, or a father, maybe it's a good movie for you if you're a kid.
There you go.
Shitty movie. I just want to.
I think Paul Mescal took Tom Cruise's Academy Award nomination. Tom Cruise probably should have got in there for Top Gun Maverick. But I'm right with Jordan and Austin here. I'm a massive Universal Monsters fan. I watched this dozens of times as a kid, over and over and over, because I just loved Abbott and Costello, and I loved it. The fact that they met the Frankenstein and they met the Universal Monsters. I think it was just such a great mashup of two of my favorite things as a child. And so yeah, I got to go Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Yeah, totally.
Well, never forget that when I went to Universal with Austin, when I was in the bathroom peeing at the urinal, there was a giant Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, and I wanted that poster in my room. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyways. But
Jacob.
Yeah, Abbott and Costello gets my vote. I love those two. I love the Universal monsters. Another one of my favorite endings is where they're in the boat and the Invisible Man, played by the Vincent Price, is sitting there with them and like, "Good evening, gentlemen," and they jump into the water.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's funny, Jacob, in that Universal Monster Blu-ray set that has like all the movies, and all the sets, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein is in like 3 different sets in that set. So it's weird. It's like they kind of double dip on that, just because it also has the Wolfman, and Dracula. So it's like in all those sets. It's just funny. They double dip. You can pull the Blu-ray out of any one of those. Yeah, Zach.
So I even forgot that a movie like After Sun existed, because the only reason I knew about it was because of Paul Mescal that Dan mentioned. Mm-hmm. But I am a lot more interested in seeing Abbott and Costello, so that gets my vote.
Yeah,
you see Paul Mescal on the upcoming Gladiator 2. He'll be like headlining that movie.
Yeah. Brian?
After Sun, more like after Yawn.
Yeah.
I'm here all night. But I'm going to go with Abbott Costello. He's a classic comedy, so Abbott Costello.
Yeah, for sure.
Yawn.
Yeah, but after you show that rotor poster, Austin, it makes me want to do like a tournament fights battles where everyone picks their favorite movies that are rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, and then we all do a tournament or something.
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, but it's got to be like movies you like that are under like 20% or something. It can't just be like, oh, it's like 50% which is rotten. It needs to be like, it needs to be like low. Like, but like it's like no,
yeah, we could do
something like that. Yeah, like under 30 or something. Yeah. All right. Prestige and Big Fish, I believe, is the final one on this side, and then we'll hit this. We'll speed it to the finish. So we'll go with me first. Big Fish was a first time watch last year. It just took me a long time to get to it. I liked it. Thought it was really good. Prestige is pretty great too, but I don't watch it a lot. These are about on the same level. I'll go the Prestige just by a little bit. Dan?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Prestige, and I'm a massive fan of Christopher Nolan. But I'll be honest, one of the better Tim Burton movies, and it really has some great. A great cast with great cameos and some great stories. It's just reminds you that your loved ones are there and they lived a life that you didn't live, and they got stories, and sometimes their stories are bigger than life, and it's fun. It's kind of fun. I think Big Fish is one of Tim Burton's best movies, and I'm gonna, in this particular battle, I think it's a better movie than Prestige. So I'm going to go Big Fish.
Okay.
Also makes movies great because you take a story and you embellish on it, and it makes a great movie, So they do it right there. So,
yeah. Jacob?
I'm going the Prestige on this one. I mean, and Christopher Nolan forever has my heart for casting David Bowie as Nikola Tesla. That was inspiring.
With one of the great character interests of all time when he walks out of the lightning and stuff. Oh, it's great. Just
wonderful,
beautiful. Yeah. No, it's awesome. Zach?
Yeah, so I really like the Prestige, but Big Fish is in my top 64, and I've said this before, but I think this is one of Ewan McGregor's best performances, and the same goes for Helena Bonham Carter. So I'm going with Big Fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, this is close, but all these closer to the Prestige on this one.
Okay, and Jordan?
This was close for me too, but I do think that Christopher Nolan's getting a little overrated. I don't think he's as great as everyone thinks he is. I don't know.
I think he is.
Except for go back and watch like a bunch of his movies that just don't hold up anymore. I don't know. But
like what? Like what?
Like Inception, like Tenet, like freaking Interstellar, like
Inception.
You love Interstellar. What are you talking about?
I love Interstellar, but it's not as good as when I first watched it. So, but
I agree. I'm not a big fan of Interstellar. I'm not a big fan of Interstellar.
Dude, I went and watched Interstellar in the theaters again, like when they put it up.
A lot of movies. His Batman movies hold up.
Boy, that thing works.
About it.
Man, that movie works.
So, I mean, I don't understand. Like his movie's supposed to be an event, but then they're not. They're very disappointing a lot of times. So even Oppenheimer, not an Oppenheimer guy, sorry.
But that movie rules. That movie rules.
I know I'm in the minority there, but the Prestige though is actually one of his better movies. I think that it's really great, but it's tough because Big Fish is also really great. So you know what? I think I'll give some love to Big Fish just slightly here. So
okay, all right. Well, it's a tie to Brian. We're moving up the ladder here.
No, that's 4 for Big Fish.
I vote for Prestige. Jacob voted Prestige, right?
I voted Prestige as well. Yeah, so it's a tie.
Okay.
Yeah. So Brian.
I'll keep it as Prestige.
Yeah.
Okay, Prestige.
In the comments though, Malcolm says the Nolan Batman truly holds up. Yes, I do agree on that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got our other little thing out of the way. So let's speed this thing and we'll get to a finish and see what wins this crazy episode of the Mystery.
But first, you gotta get speed. Demon speed. Speed's what we need. We need
greasy, fast speed.
Yes, we do, Mick. We sure do. All right, so let's speed it to the finish. Let's see what wins this wacky episode here of all kinds of crazy stuff. Dan, D3 and Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy. All right. Jacob.
Chasing Amy.
Okay. Zach.
D3.
Brian.
D3.
Jordan.
The ducks fly together. Come on, D3.
Why not D3? Into the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Cool Runnings and Born on the 4th of July. Jacob.
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. Zach.
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. Brian.
Soccer, you dead? Yaman, Cool Runnings.
Jordan.
I feel very Olympic today. How about you? Let's go Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. Dan.
Doesn't matter what I say. I'm not even going to say what I say because it doesn't matter. You guys all voted for Cool Running. So
We sure did. We sure did.
And also, the Olympics start like next week, so we gotta be Olympic.
Yeah.
Right?
Billy Madison and Logan. Zach.
Oh no. This one's-
Mhm.
Billy Madison.
Okay. Brian.
Shampoo is better, Billy Madison.
All right. Jordan.
Wolverine is better. Logan.
Billy Madison. Dan.
Logan.
And Jacob.
Logan.
Okay, it's a tie to Jordan.
Yes, let's go. My favorite movie of all time, Logan.
All right. Okay. We've got Little Miss Sunshine and It's a Wonderful Life. Brian.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Okay. Jordan.
I'm gonna go a Little Miss Sunshine. Like, go back and listen to that score. Oh man, it is a masterpiece.
Go It's a Wonderful Life. Dan.
It's a Wonderful Life.
All right. Jacob.
It's a Wonderful Life.
And Zach.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay. All right. Jimmy Stewart making it in there. We've got an interesting little half an 8 going here. I like it. Star Trek First Contact, Ready Player One. Jordan.
Oh yeah, Star Trek First Contact, easy.
Yeah, I'll go First Contact. Dan.
First Contact.
Okay. Jacob.
Love you, Ready Player One, but I gotta go First Contact.
Yeah. Zach.
Ready Player One.
Okay. And Brian.
First Contact.
Okay. First Contact. Dan. All right. John Wick Chapter 4 and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Me easily John Wick on this one. Dan.
I'm going to go Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Okay. Jacob.
John Wick Chapter 4.
Okay. And Zach.
Robin Hood.
Okay. Brian.
Mr. Wick. John Wick 4.
All right. And Jordan.
Well, I think John Wick would wipe the floor with Robin Hood in a fight. So let's go John Wick.
We're getting a Hugh Jackman. We're getting a Hugh Jackman Robin Hood, which is going to be interesting.
Enough with the Robin. I'm done with Robin Hood adaptations.
I know.
Can
Same
just
here.
do that?
Enough Robin Hood.
I don't need any more Robin Hood adaptations. I'm done with that shit. I
no
don't
more Robin
need
Hood.
any
No
more.
more Peter Pan either. That's the other one.
Just
Don't do
enough
that
with
either.
that shit. Holy fuck.
And we are getting another
How many Robin Hood?
Yeah.
How many Robin Hood movies do we need? Do we need one every 3 years? I'm done with that. Just enough. Fuck me. We've had every.
I didn't realize I was opening up a can of.
Well, no, I mean, look, we've had like the Errol Flynn version is great. We had like the Sean Connery version. We had this Kevin
we already
Costner
have
version.
Hugh Jackman playing
We
a
had
Hulk in that.
we had
That movie
Mel
Pan,
Brooks's.
we already had that.
We had Men in
Like, why are we
Tights.
having
We
Hugh
had
Jackman again?
The Disney one.
Why we keep getting Robin Hood movies? It's because it's in public domain.
I know. We had that boring ass Russell Crowe movie. That movie's boring as shit. And then we had the terrible fucking Jamie Foxx, Taron Egerton one. Like, how many more goddamn movies do we need? Enough.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck.
You're right. I
Stop.
agree.
Stop. I don't need
Don't
another
worry.
one.
There's going to be a Wes Anderson one coming soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, Paul King one.
I'd almost rather see a Wes Anderson movie than what we're
where
getting.
it's secretly revealed that Marion and Robin Hood are cousins, and it gets all weird.
Yeah, awkward.
Anyway. We just talk about
And they both show up at the family reunion. Yeah, it's awkward.
the Batman.
Hold on. We're not voting yet. Okay, but Dan's up first. Batman and RoboCop. You're going Batman. All right. Jacob.
Love you, Batman, but RoboCop.
Okay. Zach.
RoboCop.
Okay, Brian,
I got that for $1, RoboCop.
Jordan.
Yeah, I have my criticisms of the Batman, which I won't go over here. That's for another time and place, but not as many for RoboCop, so I'll go RoboCop.
Yeah, RoboCop's in my 128. Batman's in the after, so I'll go RoboCop. So,
Yeah.
all right. I got my RoboCop shirt on right now, so
Oh, nice.
I was pulling for it. It doesn't seem to get
Still a great
streak
movie,
there.
The Batman, though. It's still
No, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prestige and Abbott and Costello. Jacob.
Might seem like a weird choice, but I'm going Abbott and Costello.
It's not weird. Zach.
The Prestige.
Okay. Brian.
Abbott and Costello.
Jordan.
Oh, I think I'll go Abbott and Costello.
I will also go Abbott and Costello. Dan.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
All right. All right. We got an interesting Elite Eight. I like it. A lot of fresh movies in here. I dig it. All right.
Yeah.
So let's get to the final four here. See what happens. We got D3 and Cool Runnings, a little family feature, family sports movies.
Here we go.
Okay. Zach.
Cool Runnings.
Okay. Brian.
John Turteltaub's Cool Runnings.
Uh-huh. Hans Zimmer score. Jordan.
Gentlemen, a bobsled is a simple thing. Yeah, so is a toilet. Let's go Cool Runnings.
Go Cool Runnings. Dan.
I'll go Cool Runnings.
Okay. Jacob.
Cool Runnings all the way.
Cool Runnings. All right. Feel the rhythm. Logan and It's a Wonderful Life. Brian.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay. Jordan.
Logan, easy.
It's a Wonderful Life. Dan.
For me, it's got to be It's a Wonderful Life. I do like Logan a lot, but
Jacob.
Oh, this is tough. It's a Wonderful Life by a hair.
Okay. And Zach.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Classic's getting a little love tonight. Excellent. All
Nobody's invited back. Sorry.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
John Wick Chapter 4 and First Contact. Jordan.
John Wick Chapter 4.
I've seen First Contact more, so I'll go First Contact.
Yeah.
Dan?
yeah, I got to go with John Wick Chapter 4 here. I just think it's incredible.
Yeah. Jacob?
John Wick.
All right. Zach?
John Wick.
Mike and Brian.
First Contact.
Okay. Close one, but John Wick Chapter 4 in there. And we got RoboCop and Abbott and Costello. So
Ooh.
that deserves the I'll throw that up for this one.
Yeah. Only on tournament fights.
Only on tournament fights.
Oh.
That's for all the wacky matchups.
Yep.
All right. We'll go me first. Yeah, man, it's a tough one, but I'm gonna go RoboCop just by a hair. Dan.
I'll go with Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Yeah. Jacob.
Abbott and Costello barely.
Okay. Zach.
Abbott and Costello.
Okay. And Brian.
Abbott and Costello.
All right. And Jordan.
Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me. A RoboCop.
Okay. But Abbott and Costello, we got a couple of classics in there. All right. A couple of movies from the 40s. Interesting. All right. You got a 90s family sports movie. You got a 40s holiday classic. You got a modern action movie, and then a old school kind of horror comedy. One of the original horror comedies, I would say. We even on Rank 'em with Malcolm when we were on horror comedies, I nominated it and we got it on there for horror comedies because it's one of the originals. Yeah. All right, so final four here. Jacob, will start with Cool Runnings and It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay. Zach.
Cool Runnings.
Okay. Brian.
Cool Runnings.
Okay. Jordan.
Well, Justice for Logan. Cool Runnings.
Okay. This is really close, but I'll go It's a Wonderful Life. I like the classic love we're getting tonight. Dan.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, it's a tie to me. You know what? I'm feeling the classics tonight. All right. Zach, John Wick, and Abbott and Costello.
let's show some more classic love. Abbott and Costello.
Okay. Brian?
I think a classics final, Abbott and Costello.
Jordan?
Yeah, just for the classics final, I'll go Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I kind of like the fact that we might have two 40s movies in the finals. I like that. Let's go Abbott and Costello. Yeah. Dan?
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
I don't think Dan would mind that either. He appreciates the classics. So, I know you're a Universal Monster fan, so you might be happy with that. What do you think?
I just said it.
No, I know Dan did. I said I'm going to Jacob.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Abbott and Costello. Why not?
Okay. All right. We do have a classics final here. Two movies from the 40s. We got It's a Wonderful Life and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the years. What was It's Wonderful? Is that 49?
I'll look it up.
It's
I'll go to the lobby.
46. So let me see. And
it's 46 for It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm.
And 48 for Abbott and Costello, Meet Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And 48, yeah, 46 versus 48. All right, so pretty close. All right, we'll start with Brian.
Abbott and Costello.
Okay, Jordan.
Let's go Abbott and Costello. Still, for Logan.
Yeah, I will go Abbott and Costello. Dan?
I'm going to go It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, Jacob?
Abbott and Costello.
And Zach?
I would have gone with It's a Wonderful Life.
All right, split, but Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Wins a tournament for the first time. All right, nice.
Winner.
Nicely done. All right, so a little chaos for the mystery tournament, but a movie I really, really enjoy. So good stuff there. A little love for the classics. And there you go. Yeah.
I think 3 out of the 4 would have been first-time winners. I think the John Wick Chapter 4 is probably won one, right?
John Wick Chapter 4 won on an anticipated tournament, so it is technically a winner.
Okay.
But It's a Wonderful Life has yet to win, and neither has Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings come close. It's come to a couple of Final Fours. But yeah, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein is a first-time winner. So
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, excellent. All right. Well, I will pop that off the screen, and there you go. Well, great stuff, guys.
Yeah, well, we're doing the blind voting that makes these episodes a lot quicker. We've been trying to kind of get these episodes to move a little faster, whatever we can do. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, we'll be back at it next week with some more tournaments and stuff. But yeah, we'll just do some plugs, and that'll do it for us tonight. So thanks, guys, and we'll go to Dan first. Where can we find you?
You can find me. Usually my thing is underneath my name, but for some reason it's not underneath my name. You can find me at FromTheFourthRow.com, where I'm a film critic in Orlando, Florida. Got a big week coming up. We got 3 press screenings and some big movies, and I'm going to finally come up with my top 10 of the year halfway through the year list by the end of next week, 2 weeks from now almost. And also I'm sometimes on the Dill Pickle Movie Network on Picture This with Dylan and Chad. Sometimes I'm with Malcolm on Rankum or whatever. Yeah, I guess he's decided to do a wrestling show now. I didn't,
No, Jonathan was happy we got some classics in there and had Halloween, kind of a Halloween classic and a Christmas classic. So
also, I'm over at the Chasing Labels YouTube channel where we do movie mutations. Look like we're going to be starting a series on Richard Linklater here pretty soon. And then I've been on a lot with the Movie Hero Network with the TV rankings and the TV brackets and stuff. So you can find me probably in July. We're going to do 14 through 17.
15 to 17, I believe.
15 through 17. I get the years mixed up, so I should be popping in on that. And some people's 128, some people's 64. I think I'm supposed to be on a couple groups here. So you're going to be seeing me a lot more on the Movie Hero Network here coming up. So, but that's pretty much it. I'm sure I'm forgetting something.
Yeah,
it's all good. Yeah. So Malcolm and I hashed out the next TV list, and Malcolm had it down to about 150, and then I went through and found 100 more he left off, and we're like, oh no, what do we do now? So we're
I'm not making a tier ranker that has 250 movies on it, Jordan.
No,
you
we're not
send me
gonna do
that
that.
shit, and I refuse. I'm not
No,
pulling.
we're gonna.
You know how long it takes to pull 148 or whatever the fuck tiers from tiers. I'm not doing it.
Well, I mean, we're gonna cut some stuff out, but
Pez just turned into Hulk Hogan. That doesn't work for me, brother.
No, that doesn't work for me, brother. I ain't doing that. Nope.
Yeah, well, but we're gonna cut some stuff out. But he left some top tier stuff out that I'm like, whoa, we gotta have these ones there. So we'll hash it out and we'll make sure it's at least like 150 or less. Probably less.
150 is my limit. So yeah, that's good. You sent me like 147 last time because I helped Jordan out. I at least make the tier chart for him to save him some time. But
there's so many dang TV shows that are released. It's like, geez, it's a good problem to have though. So, but Jacob, where can we find you?
YouTube at RyanCam20. Today, actually, my latest episode of the 1999 Project dropped, where I'm trying to review every movie released in 99. This past week, I reviewed Big Daddy. JPO joined me to review that. The General's Daughter, a kind of fucked up movie in hindsight, directed by Simon West. And Run Lola Run, a German movie that I had a lot of fun with. And then next
really good. Yeah.
I saw it again in theaters last week. They were showing it at a couple of art house theaters for the anniversary. Yeah, it's interesting.
25th anniversary of Run Lola Run. What a great movie.
Yeah.
Starred Franca Potente, who was Marie Kreutz in the Bourne movies. And when I saw her, I'm like, oh, that's Marie Kreutz. And next week, I'm going to be reviewing Summer of Sam, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, and Wild Wild West, and talk about a pendulum swing of quality if you've ever seen one.
Yeah, right.
Nice. But I got Small Talk, the Smallville podcast I do with a couple of friends. That drops Tuesday. Talking Silence, where we review everything Hannibal Lecter related. We're just started the Hannibal TV show, which is just phenomenal. So yeah, got a lot of content coming up and then going forward. So if you haven't checked me out, please do.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. We'll definitely do that. And Zach, where can we find you?
Mainly, you can find me on Letterboxd and YouTube at MovieFanZ, where I do movie reviews. But a lot of times, you can actually find me on this channel. I'll be showing up a lot more in the future, but also a lot of different places doing movie trivia and things like that. So short and sweet.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. And Brian, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me doing most spaces. Pierce Call, the team's tournament semifinals. Facing off the Milwaukee Bears with Parsi Mesa. Multiplex, I appear there sometimes. Lights Out Trivia, Takes 3. Full Metal. I'm going to be here Tuesday for the A. Murphy versus with Zach will be here too. So yeah, anywhere else.
Nice. Sounds good. And Austin, what do you have going on?
Yeah, no, I got a busy week coming up. I'll be over on And I Quote Ryan Permison's channel doing another anniversary commentary watch along, but it's going to be pretty much a quote along because we're doing Batman '89, and I love that movie, and he does too. And it's just going to be us quoting the damn movie the whole time along with it, because that's all it's going to be. We're just going to have a good time.
My face on the $1 bill.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I know that movie front to back, every single line. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll be on with Malcolm on Monday night on his new wrestling show. We're reviewing Bash at the Beach '99, which is a terrible show.
Oh God,
it's a bad show.
My prayers were with the both of you.
Yes. I believe I'm helping Jordan host a little Seen and Heard on Monday night, so we'll be doing that. And then Jordan will be out of town, so I'll be taking the reins for the two tournaments next week. The Will Smith versus Eddie Murphy and Chad Webb 64 on Friday. We'll be doing Wheel of Movies, like I said. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, pivoting for Donald Sutherland. That'll be before Lonely Marks at about 8:30 here on this channel. We're booked up, Dan. That one booked up quick. Once I made that announcement behind the scenes, so I apologize. We booked those. We can only have one guest, and it's just me and Richie, and then one other person. And a couple people hit me up almost immediately as soon as I put the word out there. It goes quick. And then the Lonely March Wrestling Podcast. We're on a separate channel now, so you can find that. We post links to it in the Movie Hero Network Facebook group. But on that show, we'll be doing another retro review of, coincidentally, Bash at the Beach '97, which is a much better show. So I'm going to get the bad one out of the way and then watch the good one on that one. So we're reviewing that and all the news of the week and whatnot. I'm doing a little Forbidden Door predictions as well. So, and to cap it all off at the end of the week on Saturday, to cap off my good, bad, and the ugly week, myself and Wolfman will be doing a drink along, our monthly mistake, as we call it, over on Mega Movie Z. And we did Jaws 3D last year to kick off the summer. So we're doing Jaws the Revenge this year. So,
Our prayers are with you for that.
Get really stupid while we drink and watch that movie. So there you go.
Nice.
That movie's at least more entertaining than Jaws 3D. Jaws 3D is boring. So Jaws Revenge is a much more fun bad movie.
Yeah, you can see Michael Caine just disappear out of nowhere. Like he's on screen and then he vanishes, and you're like, "Where'd he go?" But you can find all things for the Movie Hero Network just at Movie Hero 2121 on all the social media, and you can find us on Jordan 83616. I maybe post slightly more on my personal social media, and that's all down in the description. We have an email that's Movie Hero 2121. I don't mention that too often, but if you haven't like a list of topics you ever want to send us for ideas for the show, you can do it there. If you have something longer, you can hit us up at the email. The best place to find us is just if you just DM us on Facebook Messenger. So if you hear any topics you'd like to be a part of, once I start going over the schedule here in a second, but you can just DM us and let us know. And then you can find us on Facebook over at the Movie Hero Network group. And if you have any projects, if you have any like a YouTube channel or anything like that, you can come post your heart's content over there. We'll share it out. We'll try to get you subscribers, followers, views, all that kind of stuff. And also you can find the Elite 8 for this episode probably in the next couple of days over there. You can vote for what you think of our picks for the mystery tournament over there. And then we also have some trivia coming up. Austin already kind of alluded to the certified fresh match we're going to be doing this Monday night, and we're going to have Zach Shelton and Jacob Cameron. They're both going to be on that one, so that'll be fun. I will be out of town, but I'm going to be at my brother's house, so I'll be doing it from his place where I'll be hosting from. I'm going to bring my whole setup over there and do it there, but only that one because the rest will be a vacation. So I'm going to have Austin take over the rest of the week for the Will Smith versus Eddie Murphy match, and then Friday we have Chad Webb's Top 64. So that's what will be coming up. I'm kind of sad to miss those two because those would be fun ones. But and then we have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/movie hero, you can find things like exclusive trivia over there. We do the Seen and Heard music trivia once a month over there. The first episode, we've only done one, and the first one will remain free over on our Patreon, and go get a taste of what it's like over there. And if you like to play, it doesn't cost you anything to play, but going forward, you can watch it for the first couple of days at the $1 tier, and then it'll move up to the $5 tier, and you can watch it that way. We'll have some exclusive podcasts coming up. We've been doing some giveaways with some movie posters, that kind of thing. And then let's see, and then just what we have coming up for tournament fights and a tier ranker. So I mentioned the two for this week. The next week it'll be Chris Scott's top 128, and I'll be on that one because I'll be with him in person. So I'll be at his place, and we'll just film from over there. So and for anyone who signed up for those may be a little subject to a little bit of a change because Chris has a very ever-changing schedule. He gets his schedule for the week literally like 1 or 2 days before he has to work for the week. So, and it always changes. He thinks that he can do it, but I mean, we may have to push 1 or 2 of those. We'll see. There'll be one for sure, no matter what. But then beyond that, we're going to try our best to keep those on the schedule the way they are, because it'll be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday is what we we starting on July 1st, and we want to make sure everyone gets 4th of July off, so we won't do any on the 4th of July or anything like that. But then after that, we do have another mystery tournament coming up on July 9th. So if we have to reschedule one of Chris's episodes, we may end up bumping up the mystery tournament. So we'll keep you guys posted. That's why it's good to follow us on social media, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, all that stuff. You can be alerted to when we're making changes like that. But and then after that, we have a Battle of the Bonds match, which will be all the James Bond actors we've ever had, but all their non-Bond movies. So it'll be Sean Connery versus George Lazenby versus Roger Moore versus Timothy Dalton versus Pierce Brosnan versus Daniel Craig. So all of their non-James Bond movies, for as much as we can fit. We're going to try to give everyone as many movies as we can. I know some of them don't have too many, but then we're going to get back into our TV tier ranker that Dan mentioned. That's going to be best TV shows 2015 to 2017. So we got that one coming up, and then we're going to have our halfway point of the year match, which is going to be our tier ranker. We're going to do it as a tier ranker this time because at the end of the year we'll do our best movies of the year as a tournament and also do a little podcast on it. So just to switch it up, we'll do a tier ranker, and it'll be just ranking all the movies of the halfway point of the year. So we got that coming up, and then our next ladder series will be a 3-parter, which will be best movies of 2002. So we've worked our way down to 2002, and then I'll just throw in one more bonus one for you guys. We'll have a tier ranker fight of movies that have the same title. So it'll be just like any movie that has had the exact same title, whether it's a remake, whether it's a completely different movie, whether it's anything. I don't have that list right in front of me to give you a lot of examples. But if you talk to Malcolm Lay, he made the list. He's got a million of them, so we could go on forever about ones with the same title. So, and yes, there's way more than 64 we determined. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight, guys. So this has been a lot of fun. I always love these mystery tournaments because you can get a little wacky and just have a good time with it. So yeah, and they're short and sweet now that we do the blind voting. So that's fun. So yeah, but that'll do it. So for Dan Skip Allen, for Jacob Cameron, for Zach Shelton, for Brian Nussbaum, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.
Count Dracula sleeps in this coffin, but rises every night at sunset. Chick is right. This is awful silly stuff.
Come on, take it all out.
Wow! Look out, Chick! Come here! What's the matter? Come here! Wait a minute.
The nation's top comics, Abbott and Costello. Petrified, but hilariously.
Stop!
Plus the dangerous and terrifying Wolfman, played by Lon Chaney. Plus that fiend out of a nightmare, the vampire Batman, Count Dracula, played by Bela Lugosi. Plus the most dreaded creature of them all, the Frankenstein monster, played by Glenn Strange. Plus a couple of luscious but designing females in the spookiest laugh fest on record.